Welcome and Shabbat Shalom. My name is Linda Freed, and I'll be leading the service tonight along with David Vamus and Janet Peltier-Getz. We'd like to welcome you all here and welcome to the people watching online as well. And the Parsha this week is Vayera, and I've been wrestling with it all week. I think I've found something that I'm going to be happy to share with you. And I guess I will now go on with lighting the candle. And the yellow candle is the third candle, which we are lighting for the hostages and the people of Israel. Source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Help me perfect my ways of loving and caring. Inspire me to make myself whole so that I may honor your name and create a world of justice and peace. That was a comment from Martin Buber, who was a very interesting thinker. And now Shabbat HaMalkah, page 128.
שבת המלכה, הנה היא יורדת הקדושה ברוכה, ועם המלאכים תמה שלום ומנוחה. בואי בואי המלכה, בואי בואי הכלה. שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום, שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום.
Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song, for Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. In God's hand are the depths of the earth. The peaks of the mountains are God's. God's is the sea, God made it, and the land which God's hands fashioned. Come, let us bow down and kneel, bend the knee before Adonai our Maker. For Adonai is our God, and we are the people God tends, the flock in God's care. Oh, if you would but heed God's charge this day. And now we're going to sing the Chadodi, and when we come to the last verse, you'll rise, face the door, and bow when appropriate, and we will greet the Shabbat Queen.
ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תעצי. על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה לך אדוני לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. יאללה לי 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 לי, יאללה לי לי לי, יאללה לי לי, יאללה לי לי לי, יאללה לי לי לי. Yai lai na nai, yai lai 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 lai. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam berina uvetzala, tochem לך אדוני לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. b'nei Shabbat nekabela. B'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
And next we're going to have the call to prayer.
First the Shalom.
Pardon me?
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem. Yes, thank you.
Got to get those angels up here.
I checked it off by accident. Okay. I'm a bit disconcerted.
Okay. Shofar. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedechem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
It's a bit strange, not knowing what the sound is going to be doing is making me a bit nuts. Okay, I'm already crazy, but this is extra. What I was going to say, we're going to do the Chatzi Kaddish, and in some cases, it's recited only by the cantor with the congregation participating by saying amen. But you can do as you wish. And if you wish to stand, if that's your custom, please go ahead. I'm going to read a brief reading. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways.
Please stand if it is your custom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
אלמד יברח חירותיה וימליך מלכותיה בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב במהרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה בברך נעלה מולן מהנביה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, נתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמר קודשה בריחו להילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, במהרו. Amen.
Please rise.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. Next to Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. When we lie down, when we rise up, this joy will last forever. When we lie down, when we rise up, this joy will last forever, forever.
אהבת עולם,
בית ישראל,
עמך אהבת,
תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת.
Torah is what God has revealed to us and what we discern of God. Ideas and ideals, laws and mitzvot, our religious heritage. It unfolds our memories of Abraham and Sarah, of Moses and Miriam and the prophets. It is legislation and explanation, allowing questions that challenge, answers that inspire, all a quest for meaning. It is our way of life, a path for our souls, and the design for a better world. That's a quote from John Rayner. And now please rise for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Aved.
You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Now 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesu kat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Now, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Neshalom, Ve'amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Ushmotzetenu uvoenu lechaim shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Grant us peace as we rest. Grant us life, heaven blessed. Be our shelter and shield. By your mercy and grace we are healed. Guide us and defend us. Protect us, keep us safe from all harm, shelter us in loving arms. Help us find the courage to face all of our fears. Israel, who shelter of peace, upon Sukkot Shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, you shelter us in peace, ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen.
And now please rise for Tefillah, pages 164 to 170.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agita gilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, וחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחבים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני לחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'atcha levadcha b'yirah na'avot.
Amen.
Ritzeh.
Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu בעמך ישראל ותפילתם באהבה תקבל. Humbled in prayer we seek to reach you. Hoping to be heard, hearts open wide, longing to be true. Oh, let us know that you are near. Open our hearts so we may hear the still clear voice within us all. May we be worthy in our prayer and feel your presence everywhere, and may we answer when you call, and may you answer when we call. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu.
And next we'll be doing Shalom Rav, which will be followed by a few minutes of silent meditation. And then we will move to Yehiyu L'Ratzon, and we'll say Shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol et ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום על
Parshat Vayera, interpreted by two different sources to mean he saw or I appeared. Abraham welcomes three visitors who announce that Sarah will soon have a son. Abraham argues with God about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot's home is attacked by the people of Sodom. Lot and his two daughters escape as the cities are being destroyed. Lot's wife is turned into a pillar of salt. Lot impregnates his daughters, and they bear children who become the founders of the nations Moab and Ammon. Abimelech, king of Gerar, takes Sarah as his wife after Abraham claims that she is his sister. God holds Abimelech back from sinning by laying with Sarah, as Abimelech did not know she was Abraham's wife. Isaac is born, circumcised, and weaned. God tests Abraham, instructing him to sacrifice Isaac on Mount Moriah. This is I'm reading an essay from a book called Essential Judaism by George Robinson, who is a Jewish journalist and a reform leader. And I struggled with this parsha. God's first words to Abram, his name when we first meet him, are Lech Lecha, go forth. Thus, the first of the patriarchs is sent out into a hostile world with the message that there is only one deity. God gives an aging Abraham and Sarai a son, a token of the promise to make Abram's seed as numerous as the stars in the sky. Yet neither as Abram nor as Abraham is the patriarch a docile servant of the Almighty. Rather, when God resolves to destroy the cities on the plain, Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham argues unbendingly for their salvation, and only after he is unable to find even 10 righteous men and women within them does he wearily accede to God's decision. Avram is not presented as a perfect man. None of the patriarchs are. His behavior in the matter of his concubine Hagar and her son by him, Ishmael, whom he sends into the desert at Sarah's behest, is clearly wrong. If it were not, why would the messenger of God save Hagar and Ishmael when they are dying of thirst in the wilderness? An unstated but clear rebuke to Abraham's expulsion of her. And in light of his resistance to the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham seems all too willing to follow orders and sacrifice Isaac, his son, on Mount Moriah. And yet, the story of the Akedah, the binding of Isaac, is a good example of how complicated the undercurrents and outcome of biblical narrative can be, of why it is dangerous to jump to seemingly obvious conclusions based on a contemporary understanding of an ancient text. Perhaps Abraham trusts in God, trusts that the Almighty will not let his son die. God has promised to make Abraham's descendants a great nation. Abraham must believe in the covenant, and surely God will not take Isaac. If this is to be a test of faith, then the test goes both ways. God tests Abraham's willingness to follow a divine commandment to the very brink. Abraham tests God's willingness to avert further shedding of human blood, this time innocent blood, and to keep the covenant. One could speculate about the Akedah for literally hundreds of pages or hundreds of years. There is a wealth of literature devoted to this episode, rabbinic and post-rabbinic. For the moment, though, I will offer only one other note. At the outset of the weekly Torah portion that immediately follows the Akedah, Sarah dies. Some commentators have said that she died from the shock of hearing what had nearly happened on Mount Moriah. Perhaps we may view that as a punishment for her husband, who himself will not live much longer. I thought that was interesting. I really didn't want to talk about what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. So, what are we doing next? Mishabera, page 371. And I'm going to ask you to call out names of people you want us to pray for. And I will first mention Brent Diamond and Jay Torchinsky, Len Udo, and Shauna Forrester Smith. Is there anyone else you'd like to name? Amen. Anyone else?
Excuse me.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו, may the source of strength who bless the ones before us now us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. מי שברך אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
And now could you stand for the Elenum?
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קודים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס עולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
And on page 596, When cherished ties are broken and the chain of love is shattered, only trust and the strength of faith can lighten the heaviness of the heart. At times, the pain of separation seems more than we can bear, but if we dwell too long on our loss, we embitter our hearts and harm ourselves and those about us. The psalmist said that in his affliction he learned the law of God. And in truth, grief is a great teacher when it sends us back to serve and bless the living. We learn how to counsel and comfort those who, like ourselves, are bowed with sorrow. We learn when to keep silent in their presence and when a word will assure them of our love and concern. Thus, even when they're gone, the departed are with us, moving us to live as, in their higher moments, they themselves wished to live. We remember them now. They live in our hearts. They are an abiding blessing. And now I'm going to, well, actually, first I'll read the names of our congregants who we're remembering tonight. Ida Mitchie, mother of Christine Frank. Joseph Van Buren, father of Joanne Greisman. Michael Paddock, son of Seema Schachter. Ernest Friedman. Betsy Jane Swedlove, sister of Fern Swedlove. And Manuel Stepansky, father of Rebecca Weber. And please say aloud any names you wish to remember this evening. Yitkadal Yitkadash Me Rabba Bialma Divra Kerote Biamlich Malchute B'chayechon Uvyomechon B'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Bizman Kariv Vimru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam U'Lamei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shmei D'Kudesha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran V'yama V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'momav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Zikronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing. Announcements. Well, Friday, November 22nd, Kabbalat Shabbat led by Miriam Statement and David Vamus with Janet Peltier-Getz. Lucky us. And Thursday, the previous Thursday at 7 p.m., Temple Shalom's first ever fundraising trivia night. Win prizes, special raffle, and refreshments. Time's running out. Register your team soon. And I heard today that we have 16 groups booked, so it's going to be a fun night. But come if you haven't signed up yet. Sunday, November 24th at 1 to 3 p.m., Temple Shalom participates in this year's Mitzvah Day, our annual art workshop led by Ruth Livingston making Hanukkah cards for the residents of Simpkins Center. Families are welcome. And Sunday, December 8th from 10 a.m. to noon, another opportunity if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s to get together informally over a pre-Hanukkah Middle Eastern style brunch. Children are welcome. And tonight, feel free to stay a while afterward oh no, not tonight. On Sunday, December 8th, feel free to stay a while afterward to participate in Tikkun Olam by helping to pack lunches for the Main Street project. I think that's everything? Yes. And tonight, stay afterward for the Onet. Kiddush, right? I didn't miss anything. Why don't you sing?
Okay, great.
I've been doing so well.
You have been doing
Yes.
well.
My voice feels better today than it hasn't been for a while.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ונתן בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. הבנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen.
Thank you, David. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rising.
Sung together
as
our joyful prayer is sung.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
And I will ask you to stand for, we're going to sing Hatikva, because my heart still breaks every day for the people of Israel, the hostages, and the IDF. So let's do what we can for them. And I'd like to close by thanking all of you who came here tonight and everybody online and our tech crew and our cantorial soloists and everybody else who works for us. Thank you so much.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.